You are about to experience the best in professional audio, lighting, DJ gear, special effects, and video. We are AGIProDJ.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ty from AGI Pro DJ, hanging out in headquarters with Zev from CHAUVET DJ, and we are taking a look at the Cumulus HP.
That's right.
The next generation of low-lying fogger.
That's right. This is the newest generation right here. It's called Cumulus HP. It's a lot more lightweight and
Much more compact.
easier to carry. It's actually got a handle on the top.
Yep.
Right now, it's got about 2 gallons of distilled water, so that adds a lot of weight. But without that, throw this in the back of your car easily.
Yep.
Inside on the top, and there's the distilled water goes underneath there, so it's all together a lot more compact. This right now is like, we've got the volume at like 3%.
Yeah, we're not gonna show this.
The fan's at about 4%, so you get that slow curdling look.
So it ships with the hose and the directional nozzle, which, I mean, you get the idea.
Depending on the space, if you're doing theater and you need it to come out of a certain area, you would direct it and it'll come out that area. Yep. This is essentially just a 4-inch dryer hose. You can go longer if you needed to get your own one and direct it out a farther distance you could.
I guess the thing to really point out, mind you, by the way, this is at 3%. I'm going to turn it down to 1. So this is not using dry ice. It's not like a Nimbus.
Correct.
And it's just distilled water.
Yeah.
Correct?
It's distilled water along with our low-lying
fog
fluid.
Fog fluid, right?
Yeah.
And then we're just
But
running this off.
Water.
But it's on a 15 amp circuit, right? Like we're just running this off a normal breaker.
Yeah,
so.
it does pull about 11 amps, so it's up there. So
yeah, but still, it's not dry ice.
Correct.
So,
yeah. And the difference too with the dry ice you gotta fire it on command. You gotta be right on cue.
Oh, you do.
If you miss your cue, there you go. You better have a backup one. This one can just run continuously. The only thing you have to do is keep feeding it water. There is an inlet on the back if you wanted to actually go on this threading.
Like you can put a larger drum of fluid.
Yeah,
water
and leave it feeding water into there.
That's cool.
We've also got an indicator on the side. It tells you how much distilled water you have in there. So you got to fill that up first. You got to fill at least 2 gallons so that it's properly doing its
primed
thing.
and ready to go.
Yeah. The Cumulus non-HP version, that would run through about 1 gallon of distilled water an hour if you ran it continuously. But the low-lying fluid, barely any. It mostly runs through the water.
Mostly the water,
So
right?
you're going to need a lot of distilled water if you're doing a long event.
Gotcha. But like if you're just doing a first dance or a Dancing on the Clouds effect easily, you're not going to have to refill it. You're not going to have to, you don't have to fuss with any of that.
Yeah, and it's DMX controllable, so you can fire it off on command.
Here's 15%. I'm going to jump up to that's 30%. I'm going to go up to...
I'm going to pan the camera down.
Yep, 60%. Just go all the way up.
Sure.
You can hear it pulling fluid now. Oh, hello. We blew right on by 100.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's 100%. You can hear the pump pulling material now. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
the important thing with these two, you usually want to leave that fan speed low, and that's how you get that low-lying curdling kind of fog effect. If you put the fan speed too fast, it's going
to turn into a hazer.
It'll haze your whole room, but it won't create this curdling look. Fog fluid is a tank here, and the distilled water goes underneath there.
Right.
Also, if you don't want to do a DMX, there's a little handheld remote too. This guy right here.
Fancy little remote.
And just got a little on and off, and that's just wireless. You turn it on and off from there.
And then also DMX, and then you can control it right from the back of the unit also.
Absolutely.
So if you've got somebody that's helping you out, they can go and fire this thing off for your event while you're doing the emceeing or running the show. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Cumulus HP.